All right. Happy Thursday, everyone. Or happy Friday, depending on what side of the world you're on right now. If, if you're able to watch, thank you guys for popping in. I appreciate you. Gonna be getting right into it for the most part today. Just about done with the Matriarch here from Arc Raiders. The sculpture was done, sculpted by uh, a creator by the name of Jack-3D on Cults. That's where you can find his files if you'd like to download this Matriarch. He's also done a Leaper that's quite fantastic. Really great design. Definitely succeeded in capturing. Hey, Jen. He definitely succeeded in capturing the look and feel of the Leaper, and certainly the Matriarch, and his other creations. Um, Very cool, just fantastic work. Um, this particular one isn't necessarily complete yet. I've got some metal elements in the legs I need to finish, and I was thinking about boring this out and including a LED light in there, but I haven't figured out a light that will fit in this um, under its own power. I'm thinking like a little LED that's got like a small watch battery thing. You know, I still have to look around. It's not at the forefront of my needs right now, but yeah. So that's the Leaper by Jack-3D, and then of course the Matriarch here that we're almost finished with. Last night off camera, I finished up the rocket pod, which is the little pod that goes on her back here, fits into place. And I did it off camera last night because I just felt like wife went to bed, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go back down and paint a little more. So I got the rocket pod done, and then I pulled out my airbrush and got some of the white painted in for the red lighting, and then there's like a little yellow or red light here. It changes color depending on her level of agitation in the video game. Whether or not she's looking for you or she sees you and she's going to kill you determines what color this light is. Um, it's a little. I was freehanding this with my Infinity. It's a 0.15 millimeter nozzle on my airbrush. And it's really difficult to get in there for me because my hands shake from all my nerve issues and stuff. So today I'm going to go ahead and just mask off around this, um, and make sure I don't have any overspray here that I don't want. And then we're gonna work up in levels to bring that red light up. So how's your day going, Jen? What's happening? It's fucking 80 degrees out up here, or sorry, 90 degrees out here. Fucking miserable. We didn't even get a winter here. Sucked. I know you're in Florida, so your weather's pretty tame as well. My stupid ass forgot to take any ibuprofen before I came down. 90 degrees? Damn. I personally don't like hot weather at all. I work outside typically for a living. Obviously, I'm on disability right now, so I'm not working outside. I'm working outside as little as fucking possible, that's for sure. Um, I'm not working at all. um, the fuck, where was I going with that? Oh, love ADD. Oh, but anyhow, I hate hot weather. I don't like it. I've been working outside for the last 25 years of my life, and I detest warm weather. I don't like it at all. Yeah, I don't like either. I don't want it hot. I don't like dry heat. I don't like humid heat. I don't, s- s- where I live is the average year round temperature here is 75 degrees, which is ridiculous. I mean, I essentially live in paradise. I'm aware of that. Um, so I'm very fortunate in that it's generally really comfortable here. It doesn't get super humid. West Coast is just weird like that. In my town, we have like 50 different fucking microclimates, so where I live, it'd be 90 right now, and if I drive 5 minutes that way, the temperature will drop down 5 degrees. If I drive another 2 miles, the temperature will drop, compared to my house, the temperature will drop a full 10 degrees. And then if I drive a half an hour in that direction, literally, um, it'll be 20 degrees hotter. It's kind of stupid. I'm confident that I can stay steady enough to paint that in. The symmetry's a little off. There, I like that. I like that symmetry. Did I lose someone? Hope I'm not having internet problems again. Everything seems to be running well. Okay, good, 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 good. Now, one thing that's really been bugging me is this fucking no, wrong airbrush. Really, really, really want this airbrush to work properly today. It's been troubling me lately. I got a new needle, new nozzle, but it still doesn't want to spray. Okay, old needle. This one's bent. All right. Let's see how she sprays paint now. I have to set the leaper aside for now. I'll let you go up there, buddy. If you want someone to enter in your life, show a part of your world they can dream about. It will seem a fair idea if you make it their idea. Go back to your corner, let them come to you. Patience is the hardest thing to have. Ow. Seem like oceans when desire burns. So I'm going to go in with some fluorescent yellow into this, really brighten it up. It's going to be where that glow comes from. Can you see that okay? Is it getting lost in translation? Hey, Aaron. Yeah, I know. 4 days in a row. I'm actually keeping my promise to try and get in here like every day and get this project done. I want to get back to Obi-Wan Kenobi Rides Boga. I want to get that one done. I plan on doing the same thing with that one, trying to get down here every single day to get her done. Not rushing things, not rushing, but just getting it done. But yeah, can everybody see okay? It might actually help me if I can change the angle a little bit. So fucking thankful that you guys come and hang out and check the channel out on these day-to-day basis. I am honored and blessed. And no, I don't like saying blessed, but I'm honored. One shot. Oh, where's my cleaning brush at? There it is. Oh, I am ordering another shaker today. As soon as I'm done today, I'm ordering a friggin'. I swear, I'm ordering another fucking paint shaker. Slaughter Red. I like that. Slaughter Red. Perfect name for the light I need to put on this because that's what she does. Is she tries to slaughter everything. So how's your day going today, Aaron? What you guys up to out there? Two viewers from Florida today. I have never been to Florida. There's a lot of things about Florida that I want to experience. So I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing right now. I just want like a glowing red light here. So I'm using a transparent speed paint from Army Painter in hopes that that's going to accomplish what I need. I think it will. I've already brightened it up with the fluorescent yellow. You're just dealing with your son's nasty breakup. He's basically getting divorced, but didn't know about it until last week, so I'm helping him get his shit together. But I got this. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. That's rough. Especially when it's a marriage, man. And especially when it goes down like that, like you weren't aware that shit was happening. You know, when there's that level of communication breakdown, I guess it's time to cut your ties and bounce, you know? Yeah. Well, we all do that to each other, unfortunately. I can't say I've ever blindsided a woman like that, though. Anyone, I've always been extremely loyal and communicative, and I understand not everybody's like that. Sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear that, though. No, we'll always be okay, man. He's got to learn to look at it as, well, it's a it's a new lease on life. It's hard to see things that way sometimes, but it really is. He has an opportunity to work on himself, and that's not an opportunity that a lot of people take. It's not an easy opportunity to take, especially when you really think you love somebody and you're in a bitchin' relationship, what you think is a bitchin' relationship. Yeah, it's rough, man. Lessons to be learned, though. You need to fill my distilled water bottle. I just dumped all that, what was left over. Good. Gonna have them reset. I just dumped all that red paint on the floor, and I know my wife's gonna come home and flip the fuck out. I think I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it. Okay, what the fuck was I just gonna do? Oh, okay, I put the wrong, yeah, that's it. I put the wrong cap on the bottle. Not that it really matters, they fit. Just got to tell your son, like what you need isn't there anymore. It's not what you need, it's not what you deserve. And this is your opportunity to find out what that is and get on with your fucking bad self. Tell you what, there was no blindsiding with me and my ex-wife. That's for fucking sure. You know what I learned, though? Not that this is about me. I certainly learned what a sociopathic narcissist was. And how fucking crazy they are. And how powerful they can be. If you let them. No, Jenny, she's kind of jumpy, man. Like, yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, man. She's a sociopathic narcissist. You think? Sociopathy is a motherfucker, man. It really fucks people up. You mean like my ex-wife? The one I moved to China with? God, was I fucking stupid. Oh. They're really good at sucking you in, man. I tell you. But the flip side is I learned a very, very valuable lesson. Time passes. Things get better. And if you give yourself a chance to know yourself and get better, you just might meet the person you really, really deserve and want to be with. And for me, that's my Jenny. Like, I fucking love that woman more than anything in the world, and I get the same feeling and love from her. She's my best friend. It's gross. It's fucking gross. We're the couple at the bar that everybody's like, how do you guys do it? Oh my God, you're always so happy. Like, bitch, you've seen us have like it's not all it's cracked up to be, but shit, for the most part, yeah, we're fucking amazing. I think I'm happy with that. I think I like the red light. It's got enough of a shine and a glow to it. It's not super consistent. I have a type as well. My current wife, my last and only, hopefully. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure she's probably gonna stick with me till I'm dead. I take such good care of her. You saw my ex-wife. I have a type as well, man. I think my wife is much prettier, not only on the surface but definitely on the inside too. Much, much. I mean, she's drop dead gorgeous compared to my ex-wife. But looks aside, like I, I got really lucky. You know, my wife and I met what 20 going on 25 years ago now at a coffee shop I worked in. She was 15 at the time, and I was 25. And all my buddies were like, "Dude, she's 15," and I was like, "Oh, okay." But we became friends. And then about 3 years after I went through my marriage and everything, saw Jenny in a bar one day. I was like, "Jenny," you know, and we just started talking and never stopped talking, never stopped hanging out. And she was just about to go through her divorce. I was going through mine. So, you never know what timing will bring you. Oh yeah, my ex-wife, she had well, I didn't care for the short hair, but she was really smart, cunningly smart. Um, socio- sociopathy can be like that. But she had the fake boobs, and she was very flirty, and I mean, you know. And I fell for that shit, hook, line, and sinker, not thinking at the time that that was just a mask for the person she was underneath. And now I know. So, hey everyone, guess what? On a side happy note, boom, the Matriarch is done. What's up, Mr. Miller? Good to see you. I hope you're feeling good. You came in just in time, man. I literally just finished it. I literally did that, and that was it. The Matriarch is done. Yep. Literally just finished it. Wait, I need to do something with that. What? Where's my toy? I just had an idea. I'm like, ooh, I know what I'm gonna do. It's a little fast, maybe. There we go. It's a better speed. Yay, it's done. I love it when I finish something. Thanks, Jan. Thank you, thank you. Oh, thanks, John, I appreciate it, man. Really, really do. It was a fun project. It took a little longer than I was expecting it to, but that's because I'm a fucking detail junkie and realized that I wasn't going to do it all half-ass and plain, kind of like I thought I was going to do. Thanks, Aaron. I appreciate it. But yeah, I'm super stoked on it. Really stoked on it. I also recently did another model by the same guy. Let's see if I can fit that in here. There's the leaper. Get the leaper on there as well. But you guys know what this means. Now that I'm done with this, I can't wait to see you working on the Xenomorph, dude. I'm looking forward to that. Maybe you should start a YouTube channel. Talk about your journey through paint. Yeah, Arc Raiders, man. I'm looking forward to like the lore. You know, like what are the Ark? Who built them? Where did they come from? Did we make them? It's gonna be interesting to find that all out. There's a lot of speculation about the lore and how the Ark came to be and who made them. Why did humans leave the planet? Things like that. I'm curious to see how. I'm really curious to see how. What's the name of the company? Embark. They're the creators of Arc Raiders. I'm really curious to see how Embark tells the story as it develops. But yeah, I'm pretty stoked on how she turned out. I originally was going to do it pretty... let me see. Oh, yeah, I agree, dude. Really could... I mean, if they can pull off Fallout as well as they're doing Fallout, like... Arc Raiders as a series would be fucking amazing if they do it right. When and if they do it, of course. But hey, I'm glad that's over with. Thank you, Jack-3D, for creating the awesome models that you create, dude. I brought the Leaper into the studio today, so everybody could check that out. The only thing I didn't do was include the front piece that you have in the file, because I was going to bore this out and possibly put a light in it. Thank you, John. But I'm on the fence about it, and I still have some metal bits to do, like in the joints and stuff like that. But for the most part, it's a good sketch. I like it. It was a good practice run on another Arc Raiders piece. Doesn't really fit in there very well. But yeah, I love his leaper that he did. I haven't even glued the legs on yet because I hadn't decided on whether or not I wanted to do the lighting on this one. He's got an articulated one that I might print instead and just kind of have this one as a desk piece in my office or something. Not really sure yet. Really fun designs by Embark, and the way Jack-3D interpreted everything into a file that you could download and print and paint. He just did a fantastic job. He said he was going to come in today, so I don't know. Jack, are you silently watching? Ah. My newest addiction is my soda stream. Specifically Mountain Dew Code Red, and then I like all the fruit bubble drop things that they make. They're like no sugar. I only drink like 1 or 2 sodas a day, if that. Sometimes I go weeks without having a soda, but I really like Mountain Dew Code Red. They paid me to say that. I'm just kidding. So today, now that the Matriarch's done, basically what happens now is it goes over to my photo booth. I'm going to take some pictures, all different angles. I'll probably have a short rotating video like this, and then I'm going to animate it using AI. Sorry, environmentalists, but I'm going to animate it using AI, and then I'm going to put together a small video or a short, most likely a short, 3 minutes or less, just announcing the completion of this project. And then, of course, we're going to move on to Obi-Wan Kenobi Rides Boga. Starting... Should I just start working on Boga right now, like today? Like barely right now? It's a bunch of boring shit. I'm just filling gaps with putty and sculpting scales. Of course, Jen's gonna say, "Do it!" Like Emperor Palpatine over here. Do it! Right now, I want to look at the Matriarch. Change the lighting a little bit here. Ah, that looks good. I really dig the way the light is playing off some of the metallic elements. There's a good dynamic with it. That's fun. Yeah, I'm really digging this. I may still cut this section out and put lights in. I'm on the fence about it. But for now, I'm happy with it being painted. I need to walk away from it and get onto something else. Jen. Just poking the bear over here. Okay, well, if I'm going to do that, there is going to be some setup involved. But I will bring you guys along with that. because I don't want to bore you just sitting there staring at the Matriarch. So let's get some shit. I'm gonna need my tripod. Oh, it's like fingernails on a chalkboard. Ugh. This project is so fucking huge that I need a separate table to work on it with. Done. All right. So there's the base for Obi-Wan Rides Boga. You guys, most of you are familiar with that, of course. This is my DJI Osmo camera rig. It's just a gimbal system that I can put my phone on. And here's Boga. Hi, Beast. Hi, Beast. I think my best light is right about here. Oh, that's a lot of gaps to fill, yo. That's a lot. Bring it. There we go. Cool. Need putty. Need water. Some shitty old water will do. Paper towels are God. I like Jen's comment yesterday. It's like a first-person shooter for 3D printing and painting. Having my little neck rig on. Oops. I don't think I'll need that one. This guy can just sit and spin for a little while. Got that. All right, I think that's a good start. And then from here, if I need anything, I can just get back to it. So set up my camera gimbal here. I honestly was not thinking I would work on this today, but what the hell? I got a little bit of time. Oh, you know what would be helpful? I could have sworn I had another slap mat somewhere. Oh, it's on my 3D printers on it. These silicone mats are amazing for fucking around with putty and stuff. Highly, highly recommend. If you just go on Amazon and look up slap mat or silicone slap mat or hobby mat, you'll find them. Pretty easy to clean. I think they're actually dishwasher safe too, if I remember right. So these more technical parts right here, like where the band is for the harness, I'll mess with those later. I'm going to use this putty to just kind of work on these bigger gaps to get those filled in. And by the way, as another note, after getting this putty applied and it's hardened now, it hardens very hard. It's very strong, durable stuff. I'm actually I'm pretty fucking impressed with it. So just to let you guys know, this epoxy sculpt clay, this 2-part stuff is I like it. And a little bit really does go a long way. I'm pretty impressed with how far it goes. I just got it on Amazon. And it helps to have some water close by that you can kind of like dip your fingers into. And that will keep it from being so sticky. And you just want to knead those two halves together really well. About 24 to 48 hours to cure, depending on ambient temperature in your space. And thanks for stopping in today, John. I appreciate that, man. How you doing, dude? Haven't seen you on the video games, so you're actually listening to your doctor, it looks like. Do that or you're listening to your wife. One being a little more important than the other, probably. Doctors' jobs are to keep you alive. A good wife will straight up fucking kill you if you don't listen to her. So again, take this stuff. I'm just gonna dip it. Get some lube on it. Ah, toothbrush. That's what I forgot. Toothbrush or any small little brush. If you do get putty stuck in your mold or your texture roller, you can just scrub it out real quick. And once all this dries, um, once everything's complete, I'm going to be going over all of this with sanding, Unfortunately, this isn't the, you don't just do these and then, okay, it's time for paint. Nope, now you've got to sand and further feather out these pieces because it's going to show through. It's not going to be perfect. Okay, now I need something to hold this up like this. Nope, that's too tall. She's a big girl. Oh, okay, I guess it's going to hold itself up then. Cool. Fuck it. Let's see how this does on the strap. satisfied with that, actually. Oh, how? Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. Jack-3D's in. You didn't miss a thing, buddy. I got her set up just for you. There you go, Jack. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you were here. I was concentrating on my work and didn't see you pop in, man. How you doing today, Jack? Hey, everybody, Jack-3D's in the house. He's as I stated before, Jack is the Nebuchadnezzar, or Jack, who's in the chat, is the one who designed and sculpted this fine piece of artwork that you guys can download on Cults. I'll leave a link in the description for Jack-3D, and please go support his work. And you can print out your own Matriarch and paint it any which way you want. If you look over here to the left of the screen, I have his Leaper, also from Arc Raiders, that I recently painted as kind of a sketch. Yeah, there's your Leaper, bud. I kind of did this one as a sketch. So this was like the precursor that got me inspired to do the Matriarch. He also has another version of the Leaper available that is articulated. So it's a ball and socket joint, and the legs will actually move. I will say, if you're printing in SLA, I recommend printing him solid to keep the parts nice and sturdy. But yeah, absolutely fantastic designs. Highly recommend. His files are clean too. I will tell you from my own experience. You're going to put it on your slicer and you're going to get it ready for printing, and it's going to come out looking amazing as long as you got your settings all dialed in. I actually printed all these parts. These are all original first print parts. I didn't have to reprint anything, which is fantastic. So yeah, job well done for you, Jack, and thank you, man. I appreciate it. I hope I did your file. I hope I did your sculpture work some justice there. Cool, man. I'm glad you like it. I really like it. I had a lot of fun with it. And then obviously you saw me working on Obi-Wan Kenobi Rides Boga. I'm getting right back into that. Jennifer G, who's also in the chat, one of our other subscribers, she told me to do it. It's her fault. I'm working on Obi-Wan Kenobi Rides Boga in the same stream I'm doing your Matriarch. I'm really glad you like it, though, man. I had a lot of fun painting this girl. A lot of back and forth, too, you know. At first, I wanted her to be pristine, like the battle just started, or hasn't really even started yet. And I decided that I like the more beat-up Matriarch. I haven't put lights in yet, obviously, so I went ahead and painted those in. And I'm happy with the way they turned out. I will be sharing this make on your Cults page, if you don't mind. I'm also going to be photographing this and using AI to animate it as well. So we are going to get to see an animated version of this, which should look pretty cool. Thanks, man. I'm glad you like the Obi-Wan Kenobi model. That's right. I think I put that all together for you last time, or a couple streams back. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely share it. If you don't mind, too, I'll leave a link for my channel for one of the live streams, so people can come check it out if they want. If that's okay with you, I don't want to. I'm not just gonna post a link for my YouTube channel without your permission. I don't do that shit. Okay, cool. Yeah, as long as I have your permission, that's fine. But yeah, I had a great time. Off camera last night, I did finish up the rocket pod. I was feeling inspired, and I was like, my wife was going to bed, and I'm like, I think I'm gonna go downstairs and paint. So I spent, I don't know, about a half an hour down here last night painting the rocket pod. That way, I could just uh, get right in, get right into painting the front end and call it done today. I saw some things in the Matriarch itself on the video game. I played some matches last night where I got to the Matriarch early, and I was able to just kind of walk around her. And I see some things that I would do differently in this model. If I wanted to make it really spot on, just like the game. But at the same time, I was like, dude, I kind of like the way I'm done mine. Sometimes less is more, and I have to remember to put paint. Sometimes I have to remember that I need to just put the fucking paint away. Like, it looks good the way it is. I'm happy with it. One more brush stroke, and I might not be happy with it. And so I decided that I'm happy with it, and I'm done. So here we are. Yeah, job freaking well done. Oh yeah, there's always something else. The best thing about this though is like I can just print another one if I want. Like if I want to do another one, or if somebody commissions me to do one, I'm happy to print another one and do it again. But yeah, it's like you said, it's at some point you have to finish the job and get it done and put it out there. So I'm happy with where I'm at today. So thank you again, Jack. I appreciate you, man. So we're going to wander back over to the other side of the studio here. I have my auxiliary table set up. Oop. Oh, I have to power my gimbal down and then power it back up again. There you go. I have epoxy putty on the table, and I have to work with it while I can because it starts getting hard, obviously, and then I can't work with it anymore. So I'm going to jump back onto this stuff. God, I'm so glad I cut my hair today. Shaved my head. So it's a little cooler. I hate my hair being long on the sides and the back. Oh, you couldn't really see my haircut there. Yeah. So I got a mohawk. Okay. Now I think we need to pivot around. That's a big fucking gap right here on that seam. The shitty part with this model was like when I started printing it, I knew right off the bat that there was going to be some major gaps. So for anyone out there who decides that they're going to print this, expect there to be some gaps that you're going to have to deal with. Like this. This is a very large project. It's going to take you a lot of work to get it done. If you want to get it done right. Star Wars 3D did just such a phenomenal job on this model as well that, I mean, there's just no fucking around with this. Take it seriously and do it the justice it deserves. Yeah, it's just due to general warping that happens during the printing process. shredded that. My texture roller is getting sticky. And yeah, understandably, you know, there's a lot of warping when it comes to a model like this, you know, with this many segments. And at the time, I only had my Photon Mono M7, my M7 Pro by Anycubic. So I didn't have the opportunity to print larger pieces at the time. And I just, you know, I had to use what I had. This was, I think it was, I was printing pretty much 24/7 for 2 weeks straight to get all the parts together. It was wild. Oh, I did all that. Yeah, I tried. I mean, considering some of the other attempts I've seen a few people do printing this thing, I did really well. I came out ahead. I've had a few people message me privately, you know, asking if I had, you know, did you have trouble with this? Did you have trouble with this? It's like, yes, I absolutely had trouble with that. You know, maybe try this. In fact, I'd say most of the curing I did on this, in fact, most of my models in general, I try to cure them with the supports on, and then I take them off. I personally don't really see a difference between doing it one way or another. That's just kind of how my workflow works. I don't really have any reason to it. It's like they come out of the wash, they dry, and then I cure them. I personally like to cure them with the supports on because then the supports just come off really easy. They just pop right off. Like really easy. Yeah, I mean, when you're dealing with this many segments, I really don't think, like, unless you have something like a Formlabs machine, you know, which is like industrial scale and industrial grade printer. And even still, even with a Formlabs printer, you're going to have warping. That's just part of printing, you know, where, you know, SLA printing, I should say. FDM printing's different, but then you're going to have different problems with FDM. You're going to have a fuck ton of prep work you're going to have to do because of how it works. You know, you're going to see layer lines, and then you got to fill all those layer lines in, sand everything down. It's a bear. But, you know, even for something like this, you know, fortunately there's tools to aid you in the process and to make things work for you. Like this texture roller is like one of the best things I found, because I was terrified about how in the hell am I going to get these gaps filled and replicate that scale You know, like that's going to take me a million years to sculpt every single one of those scales once I get the gap filled. And with this texture roller, it makes that job go pretty quick. It's starting to get sticky too. Yeah, I mean FDM printers have gotten a lot better. I mean my Cobra 2 Max I have, I mean that thing prints amazing. Um, but with the amount of experience I have in printing figures with FDM, it, there's especially something this detailed. There's no comparison. You're gonna see layer lines. There's gonna be a tremendous amount of post prep work you're gonna have to do on it, and I think compared to the amount of detail that you can get in SLA printing, there's just no comparison. That's my opinion on it. I would never, ever, ever even attempt to print something like this except for nostalgic reasons with an FDM printer. You're just going to lose too much detail. In FDM printing, you know, you're typically still stuck at about 0.12 millimeters in layer height. 0.12, you might be able to get away with 0.10, 0.11, but that's still visible to the naked eye at that layer height, to the human eye. Whereas, you know, a standard layer in FDM or SLA printing, you're dealing with 0.05, what is it? 0.050 millimeters. I mean, that's microns of comparison. And most human beings can't detect 0.050 millimeters in layer. I mean, sure, if you're looking at islands and things like that, yeah, you're going to start seeing layers. But just the overall, you know, you can't really tell like what direction I printed this from. You know, you can't see layer lines. I got to be careful here. Yeah, I agree with you, Jen. Jen says I'd rather deal with seams instead of lines unless it's a helmet or a weapon prop. 100%, 100% agree with that. Yeah, due to where these layers are or these gaps are over here, it's actually starting to get difficult to handle at this point because if I lay it a certain way on the table, it's going to mess with the layers I've already got, or the gaps I've already got filled. Let's try this. Okay, that's sturdy enough, I think. I just want to get this gap filled and maybe over to here. So on a non-printing note, what's everybody got planned for the weekend? Tomorrow's Friday. I don't have any plans as of yet, but I know I need to get my wife the hell out of the house and out. Oh, you're working all the way. How much resin did I need to print this? I went through 12. Yeah, it came out to just about 12 bottles of resin. and that's only because I'm fucking awesome, and I didn't have any misprints, so I was able to pull off everything in one go, which basically consisted of me setting up a print before work or before bed, and then having it ready by the morning, and then having the next print loaded and ready to go as soon as I pulled that off the printer. And I was able to get that all done without any misprints, fortunately. So that was really nice. But yeah, 12, what is it, 500 grams per bottle? 12 of these, this exact resin. Um, yeah, lot, lot of fucking material. Uh, the reason why I had to do this was because it's one of my favorite scenes in all of Revenge of the Sith. I absolutely love Boga. I think I just thought ILM or whoever designed her, like, it just she's such a cool creature. Like, what a cool concept. Like, and I was just like, I have to do this. I have to push myself and do something really, really big, which I hadn't, you know, never done a project this size. I've only been 3D printing for 2 years, so this being the largest print that not only I've ever attempted to do, but also the largest print that SW3D Studios had ever done. I think it still is. I think it's still their largest file. Um, I just had to do it. So that's what got me into this predicament. It's a cool predicament to be in, though. Could be worse. See, and then these smaller gaps, like right here on her harness, stuff like that. I'm just gonna use like Green Stuff World. She is beautiful, Jen. I'm also a big fan of reptiles and birds, animals in general, and I don't know, this creature creation really appealed to me. 1 liter, 1 kilogram, 1 kilogram bottles. These ones right here. I think it's what, 500 grams is what the weight comes out to. Well, it's 1 kilogram. It's a 1 kilogram bottle. We're all not metric here in the United States. Should be. Should be metric here. I think it's a better system. Makes a bit more sense. Getting there. Really starting to get there. Still got some more gaps to fill back here and along the top here. I have a lot of gaps left to fill, unfortunately. But she's coming along. This model, they have it on Colts for only 17 bucks. I think I can understand why it's only $17. I mean, for people that don't have a membership to SW3D Studios, which I do have a membership, a paid membership. I mean, not everybody has the capability or the time or the printer to handle something like this. So I definitely know that I'm one of only a few people that's even attempting to do this. There's another cat that goes by the name of Dark Jedi Studios. Really, really fantastic artist, and he's working on her. But he does the same thing I do. It's such a massive, massive project that sometimes you just have to step away from it, you know, because it's just so big. And a lot of people too, it's like, okay, if I build something like this, where the fuck am I going to put it when I'm done with it? I mean, I don't have that problem. I have enough space. I have enough display space in my office to accommodate it. Um, so I'm real fortunate that way. But I could understand that they're not commanding a very large price for it, just because the demand for it's going to be pretty low, just due to how massive this model is. It's not the most practical model for somebody to want to build in their house. Where are you going to put it? SW3D Studios does pretty well with their memberships, from what I understand. So I doubt they're hurting for it. I certainly hope whoever designed, I can't remember who designed it. I hope they're making some fantastic residuals off of it, though. I know I know it got a lot of downloads, but I know a lot of people aren't going to be capable of printing something like this. Yeah, you can always scale it down, sure, of course. But then you're dealing with a really tiny Obi-Wan Kenobi. He'd be so little. Because it's 1/6 scale. So to get this down to a standard size, Obi-Wan Kenobi is just going to shrink exponentially by that. Come on. I hate that. Obi half Kenobi. Let's just make it 1/4 scale and call it a day. Oh shit. This would be amazing in 1/4 scale. Holy shit. So if 1/4 scale would mean Obi-Wan Kenobi's 24 inches tall. So Boga would be like, she would be like 11 feet long. This part of the model would be almost 11 feet long. That's bonkers. Get it started, Jen. That would be awesome. I've seen some dudes do that. There was one guy, he did it with FDM, obviously, but I shouldn't say obviously, but he did it with FDM. He did a full size, anatomically correct Tyrannosaurus Rex, which turned out incredible. But you know what? I really hate sanding and all the prep that's really involved with FDM printing. So something like that would drive me fucking insane. I mean, thank fuck I can actually like go through and kind of I can use my Dremel tool for most of the stuff I have to sand on this model. Unfortunately, the scale is pretty easy to replicate too with the texture rollers. I got real lucky in that the rollers, the scales inside the rollers actually match the scale of the scales of the scales of the scales of the scales of the model. Let's make it 1-to-1 and motorize it. I'm down. Call Colin Furs right now. We'll get him to do the motorization. That guy's a fucking genius. A genius machinist. Well, my hands are sufficiently sticky now. That's a fair bit of progress for the day. Yeah, we're getting there. We are getting there slowly but surely. Find a comfortable spot for her to sit up there. It'd be easier to genetically modify an iguana. I don't think you're wrong, my friend. I really don't. Need to charge that. Okay, put this guy over here. "3D printing FPS, first-person shooter with 3D printing instead." That's still cracking me up, Jen. The 3D Painter first-person shooter 3D printing channel or something. Yeah, for some of the finer details that I need to fix, I'll be using this green stuff. I'll know more once I get it to the point where it's ready to primer. Once I think I've got my prep work done, then and I'm ready to primer it. Like, that's it. I actually have one piece primered already. And you can't see the seam anywhere. There's two seams. And you can't see them. Same with the holes in the knuckles. There were big holes right here, you know, same as this size here. What's that, 7mm, 8mm, no, 9, these are 9mm holes. And you can't even see them. So, as long as the rest of it looks this good when I primer it, this is the next one that's ready for primer. And I'm out of flat black primer now too, so I have to buy more of that. Well, fuck. Those don't want to go up there, so. Yeah, the Matriarch is just over here dancing away, man. It's just a remote control turntable thing that I got. Originally, it was for my wife, because I was photographing all of her jewelry and stuff she makes. And so I bought this turntable, and then it turned out to be something that I could use. She's not actively making jewelry right now either, so yeah. Just about back. I just need to fold this table up. Oh. Ow. Oh, it's such a horrible sound. Oh, I'm right there with you, Jen. Like I said, that one arm that's primered, I literally I have to force myself to see the seams. So I'm very, very pleased with how those two seams came out. And ultimately, it's like I'll show it to somebody else. Like I usually use my wife's eyes for a lot of stuff. So I have her look it over. I'm like, okay, can you find where the seam is? And if she says no, where did you glue it together? Then I'm like, okay, my work is done here. So sometimes it's good to have another pair of eyes to check your work. My wife is my favorite critic. She'll point out stuff. She always finds stuff to point out. Some of it intentional that I did, and other times she'll find something that I didn't do intentionally, and I'm like, oh shit, I did not see that until you pointed it out. Thank you. And then it's back to the drawing board or whatever, and I got to go fix stuff. Oops, wrong way. Oh, and switching that nozzle out. I don't know what's wrong with my other nozzle, but switching it out made all the difference. I don't feel like cleaning that right now, so I'm not going to. All right. So I probably will not be live streaming tomorrow. That could change. I got a busy day ahead of me tomorrow. I have physical therapy. I got to see the neurosurgeon. Well, the neurosurgeon's PA, the physician's assistant. And then after that, I got to pick up my wife from work. And then we're probably going to go out. I need to get out of the house myself. I'm going to go play pool or something. Get on a table and kick some ass. I got to put all these paints away. I'm not going to bore you guys with that stuff. Oh, no luck. It's just all general appointment shit. Thank you, though. I appreciate it, as always. Yeah. And then, what is it? Next week, I have the deposition for my workers' comp case. So I get to sit around and talk to a bunch of lawyers. That'll be fun. My lawyer is going to do most of the talking, of course. I just basically say yes or no answers. And then more physical therapy. Yeah, next week's going to be fun. Lots to do. So I appreciate the good luck. But yeah, that all being said, I want to take the time again to thank you, Jack-3D, for hanging out with us during this live stream, and especially thank you for creating such an awesome file of the Arc Raiders Matriarch. I had a really good time painting this. I think it turned out awesome. I'm super pleased with the paint job and the way it looks. The file you provided, the sculpture you've created here made for a really, really fun and honestly a pretty easy project to not only put together but to paint. There's a lot of different ways this can be done, and this is the way I did it. and I had a blast with it. So again, for anyone now or watching this later, if you don't already know, you can go on to Cults. I'll leave a link in the description. There is a link in the description for this live stream already, so you can go there. And oh, dude, thanks for sharing your time, Jack, and coming in. That's a first. I've never had a sculptor or a designer come onto my studio and hang out in the chat and stuff. So that was really cool, man. I appreciate it. Um, and again, thanks for the file, dude. I mean, I did pay for that with my own money. Of course, this is not sponsored, but I absolutely want to promote the artist Jack-3D Nebuchadnezzar here in the chat for creating some cool awesomeness. Check out his other files. He's got some really fun Fallout stuff. Which, by the way, dude, your Fallout stuff looks fantastic. I really like the way you did the, and I'm not blowing smoke up your ass, dude, but I really like the way you did the power armor stations in your Fallout stuff. It looks really good. But yeah, you guys go on to Jack-3D's cult page and cults page. And download some files. Show the dude some love. He's got dragons. He's got Elden Ring stuff, automatons. He's got miniatures, Doom figures, Fallout stuff. Check it out. It's good stuff. And if you don't mind, of course, before you bounce out today, don't forget to hit the like button. I totally appreciate that. Yeah, the power armor does look good. I'm pretty stoked on it. Eventually... I've only done a Fallout boy, you know, the little dude that's like got his thumb out and he's winking or whatever. It obviously wasn't done by you, Jack. But I'd love to do a power armor set eventually. I like painting armor and stuff like that. It's fun. A power armor suit would be really fun. Especially now with the new Fallout series and everything out, you know, be fun to do something like that. But I'm definitely going to be as hard at work as possible with Obi-Wan Kenobi Rides Boga to get that one done, because I have some really fun projects in mind I want to get working on this season. And that being, I'm going to be doing some female characters. Specifically from Abe 3D. There's one figure I'm going to do that from his collections this year. As soon as Obi-Wan Kenobi and Boga is done, I'm going to try to stick to just working on Obi-Wan Kenobi Rides Boga until it's finished. I may or may not be able to get through that. We'll see how my inspiration and patience is, because there's so much work left to do on that model. But right now I am in the process of sealing all the gaps and getting Boga ready for paint. I am going to be gluing her together completely except for her head and painting her all at once. It's the only I will also be looking forward to getting that one done. I'm telling you, man. And I do have a deadline. It's got to be done by August. So I really, really have to kick ass and get it completed. So, yeah, I'm also very excited to get that one done. But, yeah, thank you, Jack-3D, for coming in and hanging out for the live streams. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Jerry. Jerry's not in with us today. Thank you, Aaron. If I forgot anybody, I apologize. Feel free to leave drop a hi in the comments. In case I get bored. Yeah, no, there's definitely that. I'm definitely going to download her eventually and probably play around with that one. I enjoyed doing this one so much that it's kind of like, fuck, now I have to do the Queen, you know. And I already have ideas about how I would do the Queen too. But yeah, it's definitely on the table. It's not off the table. But yeah, thank you everyone. I totally appreciate it. It's 4 o'clock here in on the beautiful Pacific coast of California. I've got to get moving. I got shit to do, but thank you guys again. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. By all means, have a nice day. I love you guys. Happy 3D printing and happy painting, and I'll see you soon. Toodles.